The U.S. energy storage market is caught between two forces, ice and fire. On one side, policy uncertainty and compliance hurdles are cooling investor confidence. On the other, demand from AI data centers and corporate decarbonization is heating up faster than ever. This clash between regulation and demand is reshaping one of the world's most dynamic energy markets, forcing it to find a new equilibrium. Policy chill, subsidy rollbacks and FEOC compliance. The passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act in July 2025 brought a sharp chill to the U.S. energy storage industry. For years, federal incentives had fueled rapid growth. But now, as the system transitions from policy-driven to market-driven, the rules have changed. The Investment Tax Credit, ITC, will still run until 2036, but its value will fall, 100% for projects started before 2033, down to 75% by 2034, and 50% by 2036. As subsidies fade, project returns become far more sensitive to financing costs, and uncertainty over future policy raises investment risk. Then there's FEOC compliance. Starting in 2026, projects that use components from foreign entities of concern, including battery cells, modules, and inverters, may lose ITC eligibility. Localization rules tighten too. At least 55% of total project costs must come from non-FEOC sources by 2026, and 75% by 2030. Since batteries make up nearly half of system costs, the pressure is intense. Developers now face longer construction timelines, higher procurement costs, and thinner margins, a cold headwind for short-term growth. Market strain, short-term pressure, structural shift. Policy tightening and compliance risks are slowing near-term installations. But beneath that slowdown lies a deeper shift, from dependency on policy to a market anchored in real demand. Around half of the battery cells used in U.S. projects still come from China. New localization and trade barriers are forcing suppliers to move production closer to home. It boosts energy independence, but also raises costs. This has created a temporary rush before the rules bite. Developers are fast-tracking projects before 2025 to lock in full incentives. After that, the U.S. market will rely more on genuine, market-based growth, powered by AI, data centers, and long-term PPAs. It's a moment of strain, but also a structural reset. Demand heat, AI and corporate decarbonization. While policy chills the supply side, demand is burning hotter than ever. AI data centers are now one of the fastest-growing electricity consumers in the world. The US alone accounts for 45% of global data center electricity use. By 2026, total national demand is expected to hit 4.28 trillion kilowatt-hours, a record high. And by 2035, data centers could account for 8.6% of all US electricity. Storage is no longer a side component. It's becoming core infrastructure. It provides backup, smooths load fluctuations, and enables 24/7 operation. Major deployments include Google and NextEra in Arizona, 260 megawatts of solar paired with 1 GWh of storage for Google's data centers. Pacifico Energy and GW Ranch in Texas, 1.8 gigawatts of batteries paired with 5 gigawatts of gas generation. Redwood Energy and Crusoe data centers in Nevada, 12 megawatts of second-life batteries powering AI clusters. Energy Vault and rack-scale data centers, a planned 2 gigawatts 20 GWh modular system for grid stability nationwide. And beyond AI, corporate decarbonization is adding another layer of demand. Companies like Microsoft, Meta, Google, Apple, Cisco, and HP are all part of RE100, pledging to run entirely on renewable electricity by or before 2030. That means storage isn't just a grid asset, it's a strategic tool for corporate energy independence. The rise of the PPA market. As subsidies fade, power purchase agreements, PPAs, are becoming the financial backbone of U.S. storage projects. PPAs provide stable, long-term cash flow, helping projects secure financing and offset policy uncertainty. In the enterprise-led model, tech giants sign multi-decade PPAs to lock in renewable and storage supply, supporting their net zero goals while reducing volatility. In solar plus storage projects, solar earns PPA revenue while storage monetizes capacity contracts, peak management, ancillary services, and spot market trades. Some representative projects: Google Times Energy, South Carolina, 600 megawatt solar plus storage to power Google's regional data centers. Amazon Times AES, California, 150 megawatt solar and 300 megawatt hours storage optimized with AI. Meta Times Orsted Times SRP, Arizona, 300 megawatt solar and 1.2 GWh storage for Meta's hyperscale facilities. NV Energy Times Primagy, Nevada, 690 megawatt solar with 1.4 GWh storage over a 25-year contract. Together, these PPAs are quietly anchoring the U.S. energy storage market, turning policy volatility into long-term stability. Breaking the ice, technology and global collaboration. Even with policy uncertainty, innovation continues to break the ice. Technology diversification is accelerating. Sodium-ion and flow batteries are gaining traction. Long-duration storage is expanding, providing multi-day backup and deeper renewable integration. At the same time, global collaboration is strengthening the U.S. supply chain. LG Energy Solution is building a 16.5 GWh LFP plant in Michigan. European manufacturers are investing in long-duration and EMS technologies. U.S. developers are expanding domestic manufacturing to reduce foreign dependency. Together, these efforts are driving a transition from subsidy reliance to value-driven growth, where performance, safety, and resilience matter more than incentives. Outlook: the new ice and fire balance. So, what's next for U.S. energy storage? In the short term, policy rollbacks and compliance costs will keep financial pressure high. But long-term fundamentals, AI growth, corporate RE100 commitments, and PPAs, will continue driving expansion. Global competition is reshaping the field. US, Korean, and Chinese companies are repositioning their strengths across technology and localization. The growth logic is changing, from subsidy-driven to enterprise-driven, from domestic isolation to global integration. Because while policy chills may come and go, the fires of AI and energy transition will keep burning. And somewhere between that ice and fire, the future of US energy storage is being forged.